Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you've been watching the absolute explosion of artificial intelligence recently and thought, I want to build that, but I literally have no idea where to start, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to completely demystify the AI landscape. We're breaking down a really highly structured, step-by-step AI and machine learning roadmap, and it's specifically designed for beginners aiming for success in 2026. Get ready to transform from a curious observer into a confident, capable AI engineer.
Since the release of ChatGPT, AI has obviously become a massive part of our daily lives. But let's be totally honest with each other for a second. Learning AI and machine learning right now can feel incredibly confusing. I hear this specific question all the time. Where should I actually start my journey in 2026? With thousands of tutorials, courses, and conflicting opinions out there, it's completely normal to feel totally overwhelmed by just the sheer volume of information. You want to make sure you're pointing yourself in the right direction to actually land a job or build real, working products, right?
Well, I've got some incredible news for you. The author of this roadmap, who actually started their own machine learning journey back in 2019, when good guidance and resources were pretty scarce, notes a massive shift in how we learn today. As they put it, we can now learn almost everything, from the basics to intermediate, with the help of LLMs. We literally don't need a guru anymore. That is so empowering. You don't need expensive gatekeepers, exclusive boot camps, or a guru. Modern AI tools themselves, like large language models, can essentially act as your personal tutors, helping you self-teach this entire technical roadmap.
So the crucial point is figuring out how we break this monumental subject down into something you can actually digest. And the magic number for this roadmap is 12. The author has designed exactly 12 specific modules. If you're a complete beginner, the suggested pace is to tackle one module per week. That means you can complete this entire foundation in just 12 weeks. And hey, if a topic feels too complex, just give it 2 weeks. Even taking your time, you're looking at 24 weeks to build a truly world-class foundation. It takes this giant, scary mountain of information and just makes it a totally achievable climb.
Okay, let's dive into this. We've grouped these 12 micro-modules into 4 distinct phases. Phase 1, the foundation. Phase 2, core machine learning. Phase 3, advanced AI. And Phase 4, real-world readiness.
Starting right off with Phase 1, the foundation.
Before we get into generating images or chatting with bots, we need to establish a core truth here. AI is not magic. In fact, a staggering number of real-world AI projects fail, specifically because engineers rush to the exciting stuff and completely ignore their foundational skills. This phase covers the first 4 modules of our roadmap to make sure that doesn't happen to you. First up, you've got to master Python programming for clean, modular code. Next is your data foundation, using tools like Pandas and NumPy. Third, basic data preprocessing, which is how you handle messy information and missing values. And finally, math foundations. You absolutely must understand linear algebra and statistics before touching an AI model. It's the math that actually makes the algorithms work.
Let's move to and see how this builds into Phase 2, core machine learning.
This is where that predictive magic actually starts taking shape. You have your coding and your math locked in, and in modules 5 through 7, you apply them to teach machines how to learn patterns from raw data. You'll start with ML foundations to understand the key differences between supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning. Then you dive into core concepts using scikit-learn to build regressions and classifications. But crucially, Step 3 introduces database and engineering basics. You don't just learn algorithms in a vacuum, right? You have to learn SQL, Git, and APIs to actually serve your trained models to real users.
Now, one of the biggest foundational challenges you're going to face here is the delicate balancing act of training. On one side, you have overfitting. This is where your model essentially memorizes the noise in your training data so perfectly that it completely fails when you give it new, unseen data. On the flip side is underfitting, where your model is just too simple to learn the underlying trend at all. Mastering this balance between those two extremes is exactly what separates a beginner from a pro.
Now for the really fun stuff. Phase 3, advanced AI.
This is it. This phase contains the highly sought-after cutting-edge technology that probably brought you to this explainer in the first place. Modules 8 through 10 represent an incredible progression, moving way past basic predictions. You'll start with deep learning, diving into convolutional neural networks for images and recurrent neural networks for sequential data. Next is natural language processing, to understand how machines actually process human text. And finally, the crown jewel, generative AI, covering transformers and large language models. You are essentially tracing the exact evolution of modern AI right up to today's state-of-the-art tools.
Now, within generative AI, you're definitely going to encounter some heavy jargon, but please don't let it intimidate you. Take RAG, for example, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. It sounds incredibly complex, right? But it's really simply a technique to get better, more accurate outputs from your large language models by having them retrieve facts from external documents before they generate a response. See? Once you break the concepts down sequentially like this, even the most advanced jargon becomes completely accessible.
Bringing it all together with Phase 4 real-world readiness.
Having cool technical skills is great for personal projects for sure, but Module 11 brings the narrative back down to earth with a distinct focus on practical, industry realities. Employability and precise project execution are what actually get you hired. In 2026, you cannot just build a model on your laptop and walk away. What's really interesting about this is the focus on safe deployment. You need to know how to build in standard guardrails, prevent AI hallucinations, and use MLOps to track your model's performance in the real world to detect data drift. Safe, practical deployment is absolutely critical for modern engineers.
And to prove you've actually mastered those skills, Module 12 is all about capstone projects. This is where you build your professional portfolio. The roadmap suggests some incredibly tangible, real-world projects, things like house price prediction, image classification for disease detection, customer churn prediction, stock price forecasting, sentiment analysis systems, and even building a generative AI resume parser, complete with an API and a demo. These aren't just academic exercises. They are concrete proof that you can take a problem, gather the data, build the model, and deploy a real working solution.
But here is a crucial pivot the author makes that you absolutely cannot ignore. Having 12 modules of technical skill is fantastic, but technical skill alone is not enough to get the job done. To truly succeed as an AI engineer, you must develop your soft skills. Communication bridges the gap between your tech and the business side. Critical thinking helps you accurately diagnose model failures and data issues. Team collaboration ensures you work seamlessly with product managers and engineering. And storytelling? That makes your complex data insights actually understandable and actionable for the people making those big business decisions.
As we wrap up this roadmap, the author offers one final, really vital piece of advice. Develop an active learning habit. The AI and machine learning field is evolving incredibly rapidly. If you try to master absolutely everything all at once, you're going to lose your path and burn out. Instead, just focus on deeply understanding the core concepts through these 12 modules, and then deepen your knowledge based on your specific needs. Keep maintaining that active learning habit to stay updated with new trends as they emerge.
So, I want to leave you with this provocative question. What real-world problem will you solve first with your new AI skills? The roadmap is laid out clearly for you. The learning tools are more accessible today than ever before. Whether you do it in 12 weeks or stretch it to 24 weeks, your journey to becoming a capable AI engineer in 2026 starts right now. Dive into the resources, start with Module 1, and just embrace the challenge. I can't wait to see what you build.